fourth time lucky. Crazy 2 years, isn't it? Hello everyone. I'll start off, so I want to thank Julie really for just giving me a lovely daughter. You look lovely, absolutely gorgeous, Jenna. Fantastic. I still remember that 11-year-old girl down there with baseball cap. And she used to play Eminem, Usher, hip hop. It's really bad stuff. I think it didn't last very long, but she's got really good taste in music now. So.
Thanks to you.
And then she turned into this gorgeous woman now we've got here. I've got Kieran. Welcome to the family, mate. We're not strong, only 12 years, so we're not exactly strangers. It wasn't a rushed wedding, was it?
It's not a shotgun.
We've got a little gift for you, mate. Cement you into the family. It's not that exciting. No. Some of you might not like it. Yeah, go on.
There's tissue paper.
On a bunker. Oh no.
Hey! Fantastic. Put it on. It's nice, isn't it? Seriously though, they were kids when they met. I can't believe they're still together. It's lovely. No, it's lovely. And you're in love, and I love to see it.
Thank you.
So I'm really proud of you. We both are, aren't we?
Yeah.
I think my mic's gone off. Can we raise a glass, please?
Up the villa!
No, it's done now. That's it.
Thank you, man.
Do you like it?
Oh. Hello. I just have to get gobby. It's all right. Why change habit of a lifetime? Yeah. No, that's something else. Cheers, mate. That was genuinely lovely. I think we've caused the rift, like with the blue side and a bit like that. Before you all judge my speech, I want you to know that Jenna did mark this ahead, being a primary school teacher. And I got a B. Must try harder. That'll be the story of our marriage. As a primary school teacher, she's going to really enjoy me having to give this speech. It's usually her standing in front of a group of people who've just had a free meal, who aren't paying attention and are kicking each other under the table. You lot, I've warned you, stop it. All right? Firstly, I just want to say thank you all for being here after all this time and probably 7 texts saying we've rearranged. Finally, you're all in the room with us. And you're all here because we genuinely love every one of you. From our neighbours, to our relatives, to our friends, to our colleagues, every one of you. We wouldn't want to do this without you. So thank you for coming along. There's several people who deserve a special mention and thanks. Firstly, my finally official new mother-in-law and father-in-law, Roy. There aren't many blokes who I can openly say they have the same childish sense of humour and excellent taste in music as their father-in-law, but I'm proud to be one of them, mate. You're not just a father-in-law, but you're a genuine pal, so thank you. And Julie. Hold it in, love. Breathe. I'm really fortunate that I was brought up by very strong women, many of which are here today. And 13 years ago, you joined those ranks. You've told me off for swearing too much. You've told me off for getting too big for my boots. But you've always been there to love and care for me. And I'm always going to be thankful for that. Woo! Keep it together, Key. You've already cried. Good, son. And together, you've given me my absolutely stunning, perfect wife. You've always been there for us both. You've been there through the best of times, celebrating our success, and the worst of times, making sure we're okay. For that, we'll always be grateful. And we love you both very much. I'd like to make an extra special mention to the strongest of those women who raised me, who sadly isn't with us today. My mum, Anne. It didn't take long after Jenna came into Mum's life for my mum to gain another daughter. And as mother and daughters do, they loved each other, and they cared for each other, and they wound each other up, much to my amusement. And we both do anything to have her here today, to love and wind up today. So if you'd all raise a glass to my mum, Anne. But of course, we'll always have a bit of mum to wind up, in the form of my much older sister. Who spoils and looks out for us like we're still teenagers. And for that, we'll always be grateful. And then, of course, is my old man, who was 10 minutes late today, but we're not talking about it. It's past. We're over it. Yeah? And my little brother, all 6'6" of him, who are always there to remind us to enjoy life doing what we love with who we love. So cheers, guys. And then a shout out to my cousin, my best mate, my best man, my brother Ben. Yeah. Who, in Jenna's professional opinion, is a bright and popular boy who lacks focus. But like me, she loves him like a brother. And whenever we talk about family, you, Mia, and our gorgeous godson, Finley, are always at the forefront of that conversation. And we love you, mate. Yeah, you stick around, son. And of course, to one of the best friends a couple could ask for, Jenna's bridesmaid, Bethany, who looks beautiful today. I wrote that down, assuming it would be true.
And it is.
And here you are, looking stunning. So well done, love. Ladies and gents, I am very happy to say that Beth will be tying the knot with her fiancé, Dominic, this year. And I'm sure, look at him, stunning. And I'm sure you'll all join me in raising a glass to their future happiness. I'm going to raise your glass. To Beth and Dom. I've already got it, mate. £5 a word. Yeah. And the final thanks obviously go to my stunning wife. Bloody hell. It's going to start again. Yeah, she's the emotional one. 13 years ago when we met at a party and she stole the Guinness from my hand. I thought, she was 17, don't judge. I thought, there's a girl that I need to see again if only she can buy me that party Guinness back. And a couple of weeks later, I was lying on a park bench with my head on her lap, looking up at her. I think I knew then I was probably looking at the most stunning. Yeah. That was my first thought, but you know, today's about romance. I knew I was looking up at the most beautiful, intelligent, stunning woman on earth. At that point, I didn't know that she's also stubborn. Contrary, that she commits the cardinal sin of putting ice into port. And that this woman actually believes that if you put a cookie under the grill, it will turn back to cookie dough. It's a good job she's not a science teacher. Yeah, I tell you. But I'm happy to say that 13 years on, nothing's changed. After a long day, when we both get home from work, I'm lying on the sofa with my head on your lap, looking up. She's still the most stunning. Bloody hell. Woo! I've just lost all respect, you know. She's still the most stunning, intelligent, gorgeous, contrary, stubborn woman on earth, and I wouldn't want to. Yeah. Are you hearing this now? Sure, jeans. Thank you so much for being mine. Thank you so much for always being there for me. And thank you for loving me as much as you do. So, it's only left me to hand over to my best man. And knowing him, at the end of this speech, Jenna's going to have him facing the wall for 10 minutes for bad behaviour. So, ladies and gentlemen, Ben.
Well done, man. Good, well, man. Hello. How are we all feeling then? Let's get this party started! All right. So, quick introduction. My name is Ben, as you all know. I am Kieran's cousin and best friend. We went to primary school together, secondary school together. We've been inseparable for forever, and it's been an emotional. Just wanted that quick introduction because you all don't know who I am, so I wanted to just say that first. It's been amazing to be here as best man, and I can't thank you both enough for having me. I'm going to start now. For doing it, it's been amazing. It's been a lovely day, and I'm sure you all agree it's been fantastic. I first of all just want to say how beautiful does Jenna look, and how amazing did she look when she walked in this room. It was fantastic, and I can tell you now that nobody in this room is ever going to forget that moment, because I didn't, because I grabbed his hand when she walked in, and I went, "Have you looked?" He was like, "Not yet." I was like, "You need to." So he turned around sudden enough. It was perfect. I'm here to just give an embarrassing story, really, as well, because we all want an embarrassing story about Kieran, don't we? Yeah. Of course we do. Right, so we was in secondary school as young boys, probably about 14, 15, thought we were a bit hard, bit edgy. Kieran's the man, obviously, good looks. He still was 6 foot when he was about 15. Turned around and goes, "I don't like the lessons today. Should we wag it?" And I went, "Yeah." Let's wag it. So we did. And we ended up going around to my nan's house, which is my mum's mum. And went round there and told her it was a teacher training day, which she completely believed. We'd had a couple of cans of Stronger out the old cupboard. Living the dream. We had music playing. It was beautiful. And his phone goes. And I'm like, "Why's your phone ringing? No one should know." And it was his mum. Kieran gets his phone out and goes, "All right, Mum. I'm in maths. What do you need?" And she went, "No, you're not. The school's phoned. You're wagging it." And I was like, "How does she know?" Because old Soppy over here, intelligent, didn't realise he had a speech to do with all the Year 7s about going to university and whatever else. And it was just like a science project. So nobody knew. And we got caught because he should have been in an actual class or assembly. And because we hung around with each other for so long, they were like, "Well, have you seen Ben?" Because he's not here either. So they checked the register and they found out that I was wagging it as well. So we went from there. I had to go home because my mama found out, and she was like, "I'm taking you back to school." I went, "All right, we'll go back to school. I'll face the music. Kieran will be there anyway." So I ain't bothered. We'll just go straight to the head. So I'm sitting outside on the chair thinking, well, he's not here, is he? He's not here. So I'm waiting around, looking around, thinking, oh, it's all right. So I went into the head's office. He's given me a right roasting. And I'm like, where is Kieran? His mum, bless her soul, has only played a blinder and said he'd been hit by a car in the morning on the Bells Lane. And I had to sit there and go, oh, has he? And she went, you didn't know? And I went, well, no. And I went, is he all right? Knowing full well he's about 6 cans deep. And he's at home in bed while I'm getting the grilling. So I wanted to say, thanks for that, Kieran. Nice one. And also, and there's another one that which you won't believe, and I want you to guess now. This is a real story. What piece of stationery did Kieran, I bet Kieran a certain amount of money, because he'd eat anything. Kieran ate a piece of stationery, right, at school. I mean, £40, and it wasn't big, but it was doable, according to Kieran. And he did eat it, and I want you to guess. Anyone? Any guess of what he would have ate? Not a rubber.
Sharpener.
Rubber? No. My brother Sean here in the glasses is going to bring up the implement, and we're going to show you what Kieran ate. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen. It wasn't that large. He was about half the size, but I bet him £40 that Kieran couldn't eat a ruler. And over a week, that man there ate a ruler. And I paid him the £40 and he's still alive. You can have that. I got that from Royce, by the way.
I'll save that for later.
Cheers. So now I've embarrassed him a slight bit. I've got loads of stories, so if you see me at the bar later on, please come to me. I'll try to be tame. I just wanted to say another special thanks to Beth. She looked amazing. She did such a good reading earlier. She's been fantastic all day. She's been by my side, and I just want to say thank you for that. To everyone here and the whole venue, you've been amazing. Jenna, you're literally like my sister, and you've been amazing for me. And you're both going to be godparents to my child, and there's a reason for that because you're such a perfect couple, and I love the pair of you. And it's been amazing. I want to say thanks to Roy and his boys. We had a great stag do, and we enjoyed ourselves, and he's been a rock to me and supported me throughout this. And we had a bit of a problem with the suits, but we got there in the end, and we're here today. We look great. So I wanted to raise 2 toasts. Thank you very much. One for Kieran's mum, personally, because I know she'd love to be here for us all. So to Anne, please. Thank you. And then everybody, can we all stand up and have a massive round of applause for Mr. and Mrs. Morris? Come on!